are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
ETN up the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet, and the single gold stripe running from front to back. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And some room to maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Third and long, here's Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back to throw now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Straight ahead, Etienne. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. A good pickup there, a 22. We're scoreless after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Lockett from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Powell. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Austin. The ball comes out. There he goes, left side. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Second and 5. On the move to his left. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off play action. It's Howell. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll set up a throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 38 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, Howell to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
There's no doubt that Curtis Samuel and Washington would both welcome a redo at his first year there. Injuries kept him to less than 100 snaps across 5 games. Everyone's hoping a return to health gets him back on track, where he's making a push for his first 1,000-yard season in Carolina. That catch there, good for a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Howell back to pass. This is the tight end Fant. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell, flush to his right. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Looking to throw on second down. Howell dancing to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see a play like this on 3rd and short. If you're going to beat a defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. That was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
Gibson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Gibson again. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Gibson on the read option. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And they go play action with Howell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long, here's Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. An extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. second and long. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He hits his target, Lockett.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, 28 yards.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Throwing on second down. Powell. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Washington.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At the 31-yard line.
First down, Hal to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Howell.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. 4th down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not every